Alright guys, we're here at the bagel shop. The card shop was too loud. This is Caedmon. He got 12th at the Richmond Regional last weekend, and he's going to show a deck profile on the Bystial Horus Resonator deck.
Alright, so we'll start off with our normal summons. 3 Safer, 3 Black Metal. Safer gets you pretty much access to almost every dragon in your deck. Black Metal gets you to Red MD. That's your normals pretty much. Probably one of the best tuners in the game. It's essentially 3 tuners with Dispatter, and it's normally your summon off of seals if you get nukes.
And that's Ringo Worm?
Yes.
Okay.
You have your 2 baby dragons, black and white. They're just free bodies. Your 2 big dragons, Levy and Armageddon. Levy's an insane card. It board wipes, it reborns, and it hand rips. Armageddon is recovery and a free body. Then the reason why I think this build is better than actual Dragon Link, the Horus monsters. These cards give your board protection and they help you break boards super easily. Then the Bystials. 1 Magma, because it's limited to 1, you'd play 3 if you could. 1 Druid Swarm, 1 Baldrake. They're normally what you search off your Magma in your end phase to help keep your board stable. 3 Soraneer, 3 Lubellion. You play 3 Soraneer because they're essentially copies 4, 5, and 6 of Lubellion in your grave, and they also help dump your other Bystials that you don't have. Your Vision Resonators, you play 2 of them. You don't want to play 3 because 3 breaks you a lot, and it's just a free body too that helps you get into your synchros. The only 3 non-engine you play are 3 Fenrir. It's Fenrir plus their free discards for your Horus engine. Onto the spells, play 2 Walls, 2 Sark. You don't want to max out on these because you don't want to see a bunch of repeatability in your hands. And 2s, I found out what I've liked in testing. You play the 1 Crimson Gaia. It's searchable from the Vision Resonator. It gets you another Resonator. And its 2 secret effects just help you blow up boards. With RDA attack, it flips their whole board face down. And when a card's destroyed, it's just special summons an RDA. Probably the most broken spell in the game. It gives you recursion, it gives you draw power, it gives you free bodies. It just pretty much does everything for the deck. Chaos Space. It's Chaos Space. I didn't draw it once the entire tournament. 3 Droplets. It's one of the only really board breakers I'm playing in the deck because it helps me go first and second. Called By. And the 1 trap I'm playing is Branded Beast. It helps you in the recursion. People will pop regained. And turn 3, if you live, you just put this on board. You now have a free pop, and you get regained back.
So, no main deck hand traps.
I was playing hand traps originally testing, but against like the Snake Eyes and the Fire King builds, you're just gonna lose consistently by looking at hand trap ores. You play no really 1-card combos that end on anything other than just seals. And out of all gas, you can play through like 3 hand traps in most hands. So going first, you just pretty much auto win almost every game, unless you get Drolled or Shifted, but those cards exist. It is what it is. And going second, your engine's so powerful, you just break almost every board in the game. Snake Eye and Fire Kings, it's a little rough, but we side deck cards to help with that, and Levies sometimes just is enough if you can break their board, because most of those times you don't have to kill them. Your engine's strong enough to if you can just break their board enough, you can set up like a Seals IP, and it just wins, or just have the Horus guys.
And so what's the Armageddon Dragon doing for you?
It's essentially recursion. It's recursion in a body, because you're playing so many Bystials. You can banish your own guys, like your Safer, or your pretty much any of your extenders in hand, and then you add it back to your hand, and then it's itself a free body. Plus, it's an 8, so it helps you go into cards in your extra deck like Vampire or any of your 10 tuners if you have any of your Sinker access.
All right. So speaking of extra deck,
we'll start with the links. Your link 1 Striker Dragon. It just helps you get any of your little dragons off the board to help you get graveyard. It makes for safer, and like safer plus any 8 essentially forces you to deal with like 2 to 3 hand traps along with 2 cards. The best link 2 in the game, non-targeting bounce plus follow-up. The other best 2 in the game, SP Little Knight. We play IP and Dark. For the synchros, Scarred plus RDA. This helps you here where any Bystial plus any of your level 2 synchros, I guess this one too, is essentially 2 10s. Your 10s, Disbatter, Changing, Baron.
rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. I do think the deck's perfectly fine without this. A lot of times you really only went into it if you got nibbed with Seals Regain on board, because you would if you got nibbed with Seals on board, you would just summon here plus one of your Bystials from grave and go into Scarred, and then banish this, go into the Disbatter, and then you get to summon the RDA from extra deck, summon back here, and go into Baron with it. So I had actually 2 people just nib me on Seal's pass, and then it became a lot worse for them because then they just had to deal with this. And and then you also play Chaos Angel for another 10. For the Xyz, Vampire, the Horus helps you get this. Multiple other ways to get this. It's just mill 4, and you get to summon extenders. It's just an insane card in this deck. It also baits a lot of hand traps. Atom, it helps you with hands that, because you're playing so many Bystials, it helps with hands that you open too many Bystials, and it just gives you free extenders. And then Typhon. It helps you break boards. I actually never summoned it the entire weekend, but it's there for just in case.
And the side deck.
3 Cosmics for Stun and Fire Kings. 3 Phantasme. I found that I really liked it against Snake Eyes and Fire Kings, because especially against pure Snake Eyes, if I open double Bystials, I normally just win because they lose their Link Rebo, so they lose their Savage to Gate, and they lose their IP follow-up after that. And this also cuts off Princess if they can't out it on their turn. 2 Talents. I normally decided in the matchups where Finn were really bad, or I knew they were on a lot of hand traps. 3 Droll, mainly for Rogue, and it also is okay against Fire Kings.
The 1 gold.
The 1 gold, you always draw it. 3 Strike. It's the best going first card even before the other cards were hit. It just hitting Ash just pretty much ends Snake Eyes' turn most of the time because you're gonna have always another interaction. And I actually won games where I would just my opponent would interact with my other 3 cards in hand. I would just have set 2 of these, and any top deck in my deck at that point is just insane. So it won me a lot of games this weekend. And then the time card, it never came up. It would have came up, but I drew and never got a turn on the game 3.
So what were your matchups?
Round 1, I played Cash. I 2-0'd him. I beat him a game where game 2, he shifted me set up full board, and then summon limited me. But Regained and the Horus cards just let me outgrind him super hard. And round 2, I drew against Branded. Normally the Branded matchup's pretty free, but I misplayed my game 2, and it just took us too long at a time for me to kill him at that point. Round 3, I played VW. Game 1, Fenrir and the Horus cards just broke his board completely. And game 2, he got hit with the VW experience at 1 pass. What did I play round 4? Round 4, I played against Voiceless Voice. With all the Bystials in the main deck and some of the tech toys, Voiceless is just a free matchup. Round 5, I played another Branded that I 2-0'd pretty quickly. Round 6, I played Snake Eyes, which was my loss. He opened full combo, 2 hand traps and droplets game 1. And game 3, I opened game 2, I opened unplayable. Round 7, I played against Flu. I got shifted game 1, plus full Flu combo. Game 2, I got shifted and 8 seals, and it was enough. Game 3, he didn't shifter me, so I just auto won. And the last round was against Vanadium. He was a good friend of mine, and I beat him 2-1.
All right. Well, good job. Congratulations. Do you have any shout-outs?
I'd like to shout out Ira, Arturo, and Corey, and Mitchell for helping me test and theorize with the deck. I'd like to shout out Conte for helping us give a location to test, giving us good locals on every week, and I think that's about it.
Yeah, and Sedgefield Deli and Bagel Shop for letting us come in here and film when Magic is screaming in the shop. So